In the novel The Kite Runner, Khalid Hosseini shares his autobiographical experience as a little boy in 1975 Afghanistan, the same time the novel is set. Although the novel is fictional, Hosseini introduces and links in personal views of Afghan society and the meaningless war that changed Afghanistan forever. Amir is often resembled to show his true character during the novel, as he is portrayed by Hosseini to be good and bad. During Chapter 1, Amir is recognized as somewhat good and bad. For instance, Hosseini quotes, "I knew it wasn't just Rahim Khan on the line, it was my past of unatoned sins." This confessional narrative shows the guilty burden of sins he possesses. The complex structure of the sentence outlines his character as he is reminded of his bad actions that led to Hassan's death. On the other hand, he is identified as being good solely because he believes that he can leave the past behind by agreeing to Rahim Khan's end of the bargain and rescuing Sohrab. In addition, to support my reasoning, Hosseini states the redemption in Amir. There is always a way to be good again. Din 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 is a quote. Hosseini also includes context in Chapter 4 to show the presence of current Afghan culture. For instance, where Amir accepts the fact that it can never be treated the same. Quote, "In the end, I was a Pashtun and he was a Hazara. I was Sunni and he was Shia, and nothing was ever going to change that. Nothing." Hosseini intelligently introduces this complex sentence by referring to the massacre and fighting of both religious parties in the past and present day. This implies that both Hassan and Amir made it impossible for each other to stay in contact in terms of friendship, and perhaps the reason for Hassan's death, which was complemented by Amir, a Sunni killing a Shia. In the beginning of the story, in Chapter 4, Amir carves his and Hassan's name on the pomegranate tree. This implies to the reader that they share a good friendship. For instance, quote, "I used one of Ali's kitchen knives to carve our names on it. Amir and Hassan, the Sultans of Kabul." This declarative sentence replicates the good in Amir, as it shows he values his relationship with Hassan and treats him like a brother rather than a companion or slave. Hosseini also describes Amir as being bad by showing frequent signs of jealousy, such as mocking Hassan's level of illiteracy and later admitting he was far better at solving. Hosseini also embeds a confessional narrative of Amir's envious thought. Quote, "I tease him, expose his ignorance." This compound sentence is also supported by the word imbecile, as he tells Hassan, who is uneducated, that it has a good meaning. Amir is portrayed as being two-faced by Hosseini whenever he engages or approaches Hassan. Amir enjoys the sensation of correcting and being intellectually better than Hassan and strives to be more attentive, which then again outlines his competition and jealousy with Hassan. Amir is once again described as being bad by displaying the setting of immoral and corrupt thoughts. A voice cold and dark suddenly whispered in my ear, "What does he know, that illiterate Hazara? He'll never be anything but a cook. How dare he criticize you?" This interrogative complex sentence defines the evil within Amir prior to Hassan answering a question rather intelligently yet surprisingly. In Kabul, The term Hazara is associated with Hassan in brackets, by the way, is associated with people that are lower class and in a racial manner, whereas a Pashtun like Amir is wealthy and higher classism. In chapter 5, as if the antagonist of the novel is constantly compared to Hitler by Hosseini, Asif is renowned as a sociopath on more than one occasion, the successor to Hitler's horrific attempt for world domination. Asif strongly idolizes Hitler as a role model, as well as ironically being half German himself. They also resemble the same characteristics such as blue eyes and a reputation for savagery, as Hosseini also states. For instance, quote, Afghanistan for Pashtuns. This declarative, simple sentence suggests that he is a violent and racist character with a destructive vision for inequality with the lower class Hazaras.